the Greeks had long excelled at creating incredible statuary. At Olympia, the holy sanctuary was dominated by the world's largest ivory statue to the god Zeus, the god of all gods. But long before this statue was made, another brand of superhero was also making Olympia famous, the Olympic champion. And Olympia would become the most enduring sports arena, not just across the Greek Empire, but for centuries afterwards across the world. Olympia was the only place in the Greek world where both gods and men were worshipped. In July every fourth year, from all corners of the Greek world, thousands made their way to Olympia to compete in and to watch the greatest spectacle on earth.
Since the start of the Olympics in ancient Greece in 776 BC, the aspect of people coming together from different backgrounds to participate in the events has been maintained. Athletes during this time believed that they were honoring the Greek god Zeus by showing their physical power and ability while competing in their respective sports. They all had an idea that they were pleasing their god by training to the best of their abilities. Athletes during ancient Olympics were known to pray for victory, which contributes to the religious aspect of it. The place where the Olympics first took place was called the Olympia, and as the games went on, the Olympia became a well-known site for the worship of Zeus. The Olympics brings about a lot of different countries together to work towards bringing home medals, which represent their standing. 88 countries now participate in the games, and almost 3,000 athletes are a part of it as well. It is clear that people of several different religions are represented during the games. In 1972, the Summer Olympics took place in Munich, Germany from August 25th through September 11th. This particular Olympics is now remembered by the Munich massacre, in which 5 Palestinian Black September terrorists killed 11 athletes and coaches from Israel and a West German police officer. One would expect that on the 40th anniversary of this tragic event, there would be some honorary commemoration for the Jewish people whose lives were taken during this massacre. There was not even a slight mention of it during the opening ceremonies, as well as during the games themselves. The only person who spoke out and made an effort to honor the Jewish people was Alexandra Reisman, who is Jewish herself. The young gymnast specifically chose her floor routine song, Hava Nagila, to bring awareness to the issue. She made it abundant to the public that she was upset about the lack of commemoration during this time, and she wanted to use that song to honor the Jewish people who should have been thought about. This is a very specific example of how religion has so significantly influenced the sporting event, just as it has since it began in ancient Greece. The religious aspects can also be seen in the opening and closing ceremonies of the games. During these ceremonies, each country is given a chance to have their athletes represent them, and these ceremonies can be compared to any religious ceremony that exists throughout the world. When talking about sporting events, not many people would immediately consider the religious aspects of them. Throughout the course, I have learned that there are, in fact, many sporting events that do have religious dimensions. The Olympics stood out to me as one because of the way that it brings a lot of countries together, including people of various religions.